Hey folks, video here to show you how to use Maschine together with Push to get the best of both worlds so that you can have the workflow and sounds from Maschine, but when you've got an idea that you really want to flesh out and turn into a real track, there's no exporting, none of that hassle. You're directly already inside Ableton Live so you can finish it out. Technically, you could do all of this with Maschine in Live previously, but Push is a perfect extension of what Maschine does in that it's a great interface that lets you keep your hands off the mouse while you're working with Live. To bring the two together, we're going to use a template by someone named TechMonkey, who set up an Ableton Live file that has all of the routing for Maschine, both audio tracks and MIDI tracks, already set up so that each group has its own track within Ableton Live. So you've got access to all your groups. The template has got, this template starts with just one sound in each group. There's 2 drum groups and then 1 sound in each group. Something you might want to do when you first get started is go ahead and expand the template so that each group has got all 16 sounds. You want to do that by, within each group, copying the 1 sound to all the other pads and then browsing through and assigning what you want. And you can have a group for basses, a group for pianos, a group for leads, etc. With those changes saved through the template, that'll be your new starting point for each time you sit down to start a new idea. You'll have all of those sounds available to you. So each time you sit down, you want to open up that template and then go ahead and save it as a new song. And the way I do that is just I'll save that with the date and then the letter. So today's date, the letter A, B, C, D as I go through ideas. Keeps everything organized. Now you're ready to lay down an idea. You'll start in Push, selecting the group in Push that matches the sounds in Maschine you want to play, and then use the Push keypads to trigger those sounds in Maschine. And what that's doing is actually laying down MIDI directly into Live. So we'll set a tempo here, and then we'll turn on the metronome so we can actually hear it. And I love this bar in Push. This is really great. It kind of gives you the cue in visually, so you can see where you're at in the cue up there on the top right. So as it's counting down. Now we'll move over to the B group in Maschine, and the interesting thing about this is that all of these instruments, all these sounds are routed through the same audio and the same MIDI channel. So when we move over to B group and Push and we trigger these, they'll all trigger at once. So if you only want to play one of the sounds, you want to solo just to the sound that you select. But you have the advantage as well of unmuting some of the other ones, so you can stack tracks, you can stack sounds together, and really easily come up with multi-timbered sounds that are all being triggered through simple key presses. So that's pretty much it. You can see now we've laid down a beat and an instrument, and I'm going to fast forward here and show you just how quickly you go from the workflow you're used to in Maschine to laying on an actual track and being able to fade in and fade out. And then I think Ableton's pattern sequencing, not to mention being able to overlay vocals and guitars or whatever else you're going to put on here, it's just a really powerful combination that I think I just had to share with you. So have fun with it, and thanks for watching.